welcome back, everybody, to Elden Ring. For those of you watching this in the future, for those of you watching this in VOD form, this is the day that the DLC released. We aren't playing the DLC yet, obviously. We're still making our way through the main game. But this is the day that the DLC launched, so there's going to be some new things around because I do own it and it is activated. So, just to let you know. Welcome back, everybody. So far in Elden Ring, it's the semi-long version because it has been a week. Last time on Elden Ring, Marika is the leader of everything. She's the leader of the Golden Order. She's the basic cause of everything. She was married, she was sent to this planet to work with, or rather for, an outer god named the Greater Will. The Greater Will, we need closed captions. They should be active. She works with yeah, they're active. You can get closed captions. They're there. They should be. No crowd control. Oh. Back to what I was saying, as I, very quickly launched that up. Connection error. I will figure that out in a second. Marika caused the lands between to be reigned and led by an outer god named the Greater Will. The Greater Will is basically this land's version of, like, God, right? Of, like, the God. That it's kind of like the same core belief system kind of thing. It's very parallel. Not necessarily 100%, but, like, it's very close. Regardless, Marika came down to this planet to work for the Greater Will. In his name, I'm using his, but in reality, we don't know. It could be anything. I use his at just whatever. She married a man named Godfrey. Godfrey was a legendary warrior, and still is a legendary warrior, who, for Marika, was able to fight a bunch of wars and take over a lot of land for her and the Greater Will. Together, they dominated the lands between, and eventually, it was under the Golden Order and the Greater Will's domain. After he got done fighting those wars for her, they got a divorce, and she exiled Godfrey and all of his army away so that they could satiate their bloodlust in lands outside of the lands between. We were one of his soldiers. They're all called the Tarnished. We were, theoretically, one of his soldiers. We were left behind. We did not go over to foreign lands. We stayed in the lands between, but we're essentially a lifeless corpse. I believe, and this could be wrong, I believe Tarnished basically just means that you were no longer in the Greater Will's vision, basically. But now you are, a kind of thing, where, like, you've now returned to grace, kind of thing. Anyways. After she got the divorce, after having 3 children with Godfrey, Godwyn, one we haven't met, and Moog, she eventually remarried to a man named Radagon. Radagon fought for the Golden Order as a legendary soldier in the battlefield. He fought and led a war against a college called Raya Lucaria. Raya Lucaria, basically Hogwarts. He did battle with their leader and queen of Carrion Manor, Rennala Caria. Rennala Caria was her name. They did battle, but instead of defeating one another, they fell in love. Love truly can bloom on the battlefield. They got married and had 3 children, Ronnie, Ricard, and Radon. These 3 children are Radagon's children. However, like I said, eventually Marika remarried to Radagon. So Radagon divorced Rennala very suddenly and married Marika. This broke Renala's heart, and she is in shambles and has not recovered since. when Radagon married Marika, these 3 children were welcomed under Marika's motherhood, I guess, and they were let in as step demigod children. So now there's Marika and Radagon with Godfrey off away, and then out of the children there's in this order theoretically, Godwyn. I'm right. Godwyn, one we haven't met, Moog, and then Ronnie, Radon, Ricard. That's a little iffy. We don't know the order there. And then with Radagon, she had 2 more children, Melania and Mikola, with a theorized 3rd children being Milena, also known as our Fire Maiden. These are the children under Marika. These are all of her kids, be that adopted through step or otherwise. Now, we've met quite a few of these people. However, probably the most important thing in this story is an event called the Shattering. The Shattering is mentioned in the same fell swoop as the Night of the Black Knife Assassins. The Night of the Black Knife Assassins was a assassination of the firstborn of Marika's firstborn, Godwyn the Golden. Godwyn the Golden got murdered, assassinated. He became the first of the dead. He became the Prince of Death. The reason for this is because long ago, Marika plucked the rune of destined death out of the Elden Ring. The Elden Ring is basically the tenets that this world has to rule under. It's a rule set that the world follows. So, in the same way as like America, we have our Constitution and our amendments and stuff like that. That are like the rules that America follows. It's the same kind of thing. The Elden Ring is the rules that the world of the lands between has to follow. But it's a bit more mystical and magical because like it's not like a lawyer being like, you broke your rights. It's like it's rules of the land such as destined death, meaning that nobody can die from old age or starvation or anything like that. The only way that they can truly die is by being murdered, but only their body dies, their soul lives on and can eventually get reincarnated in that kind of thing. Godwyn the Golden could not be reincarnated. Godwyn the Golden's soul died. His body did not. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, Ronnie basically killed herself, but not her soul, only her body. And in turn, this combination of one person being murdered while another person was committing suicide created this loophole where it created a loophole where it basically allowed this death to happen. This is because they stole a fragment of the rune of destined death and imbued their daggers with it. More on that later. So Ronnie killed her stepbrother, Godwyn the Golden. Godwyn the Golden's body is still around. We'll see him again eventually. This caused Marika to become stricken with an insane grief. Her firstborn child, her firstborn son, was just murdered. So in grieving, she shattered the Elden Ring. Radagon tried to put it back together, couldn't. The massive parts of the Elden Ring, the greater runes, went out into the step demigod and demigod children's hands, and they were meant by the Greater Will's order to fight each other to become the next Elden Lord and take over the reign from Radagon and basically dictate the new rules of the land. Each of them failed to do so. All of it ended in stalemate. Many attempted to do this. They all failed. In turn, the Tarnished were revived, given the guidance of grace, and told to go do it themselves instead. That is us. That is where we come into the story. We have been attempting to do so. We have been attempting to defeat these demigod children,
take the Elden Rings and become the Elden Lord and set a new rule set for the world under our dictation. We have many people we have many options in which we can take the world. We've seen the ending of some of these storylines. One of our options was to basically give COVID to the world, basically. That was an option. We chose against it. We can't do that anymore, but it was an option. Another option was to bring back everybody that died through destined death, under like Godwin's rule. That was another option. We can do that. We have the ability to do that. But that is another option. We also went down Ronnie's storyline and can completely ditch the Elden Ring and not become Elden Lord, and instead become a Lord of Stars alongside Ronnie, who will take Marika's place. All other options that we've seen so far basically require us to essentially marry Marika and become her husband in order to become the Elden Lord. This is so far the only option that is outside of that. Yeah. There's also a bunch of side quests and stuff around. We'll talk about that kind of stuff as we reach moments where previous information is needed. But 11 minutes in, which is much faster than my last one that took like 20 minutes, that's the story of Elden Ring so far. Ooh! Whoa, okay. New feature can be enabled in the display menu with the system menu. Items obtained for the first time can be marked with exclamation mark. Dedicated tab has been created to view items. I love that change. That is an amazing change. That is an amazing change. That is so good. That is so good. I think we've looked... It is so hot. Holy shit, I need to close my window immediately. It is so hot. I believe we've read all of these, though. Oh, it says how many runes you get now! That's such a good change! That's so good! Yeah, I think we've read all these. I'll scroll through real quick.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Hi, Dumpling. How are you? I don't think I ever said. I missed a few people because we were watching a showcase before this. I missed a few people. I'm sorry. How are all of you? Just tell me how all of you are. Okay? Thought to have been used to hone the weapons of champions of the war against the giants at the birth of the Erd Tree. This confirms that the Erd Tree at one point wasn't there. The rest of these... Yo, we got some pride arrows. Let's go. Pronouns! Render up your offerings of blood to your lord. Drench my comforts. Oh, we read this. We read that. Yeah, we read that. We read that one. We read that. We read that. Yeah. Read that one. It's because it's the same. Wait. Yep. Same with all the other ones. A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind accursed people called the Omen. And these ones were made to keep a particular omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retain vestiges of power, enough to trap the once bound Moog on Earth, if only for a short time. I'm on my way. Read all these. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're good. I remember reading these. So if I go in there now, are they not there? Oh. Okay. Let me see if I can fix it. Spoilers? What do you mean? Mouse made changes to this final boss. Spoilers. Don't tell me anything like that again, please. Awaiting connector. Connector error. The new DLC and accompanying base game update will likely cause our support to break. Please be patient while we review and get things back into working order. Do not go live without testing first. Well... Let me reboot the game real quick. Okay, it seems like today we're gonna have to run without crowd control. We need to go... Was it this way? I know we opened a shortcut. I don't know if it was this or not. I meant to check something off stream. But I forgot. Busy playing Valorant. Nerd rope boss? We did find a nerd rope. And we finished Ronnie's... Yeah, we finished Ronnie's storyline. A bunch of other stuff. I highly recommend you watch that VOD. That VOD... From this point on, I think there might only be one time, really, where, like, a stream isn't super... Other than the DLC, obviously, because I can't say anything for the DLC because I haven't played it. But, like, main game-wise, there's probably only going to be one time where a stream isn't super story-focused. Like, every single stream is going to be extremely story-related and important. Again! Yay! Yay! Again! Again! Yay! Oh. Oh. I'm dead. Oh. You can't just push ugly people off ladders. Yeah, I prefer pushing them off stairs. Yeah. I guess downstairs? Whatever. You too damn high. Nah, Quack's cute. Quack's the exception. Quack's the one cutie that I'm allowed. Too damn high. Too damn high. Too damn high. What about Ace? I haven't pushed Ace downstairs yet. Yeah. Yippee! Whoop! Easy peasy. Omen Bairn. The fuck did you just say to me? Omen babies have... I was reading about omen babies. I'm now realizing what the... I'll read that in a second, too. I'm now realizing what the Omen Baron is. And this is the most fucked up item in the game. Doll of a curse-born Baron, one of. Use FP to unleash wraiths that chase down foes. Omen babies have all their horns excised, causing most to perish. These fetishes are made to memorialize them. Please don't hate me or curse me, please.
Thanks to Smorsy for my sub gift.
Thanks for the year. Hope you enjoy your emotes and your balloons. How you doing? The gently undulating forked blade is known as an imp's tongue and causes blood loss. Okay. Fetishes? Fetishes don't just have to be sexual. Fetish can be like... Fetish is just something that you like that is... could be considered controversial, I guess. Could be. Too damn hot. Too damn hot. One of those words that like is usually seen as sexual but doesn't have to be, like euphoric or what's the other one that starts? Kink? Yeah, kink is one. I'm trying to think of the one that is starts with the E. Can't think of it. Hang on, my earbud just died. Exotic? No. No. Enema? No. There's a man over there? Yeah, we're watching him watching. I'm watching him! And he's watching me! Okay. You go. Something made a noise, but isn't here. Hang on. I looked up word for party, other words for party, and one of the options is orgy. Not what I was looking for, but that's very funny. What is the word I'm looking for? Starts with E. I don't know. Don't know what I'm thinking of. Go on. Euphoric isn't what I was looking for. I said that. I can't think of the word. don't know. We came from this way. I'm not fighting these booty holes. I think this is where I died. Is there a green dye that's safe for dogs? Look that up. Look up those exact words. Green dye safe for dogs. I don't think I can survive that. I wonder how I get over there. Let's head back this way, I guess. Kill this plant. Oh, damn. Okay, I guess I got poisoned. Alright, I'll just take whatever. If I had CC, I'd send rats. I know, I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing I can do. It'll probably be updated by the next time that we play this on Sunday. Saturday. By the time that we play this on Sunday, it'll probably be there. Oh, you're looking for, like, hair dye? I was thinking, like, food coloring for some reason. Interesting. Did you see that ladder that isn't all the way up? Also interesting. Didn't mean to drink that one. I mean, there's people that dye their dogs all the time. Every dog I've ever had has had, like... That's not true. Every dog I've ever had for a long period of time has had, like, super dark hair. My family was talking about getting a white dog this time, but they seem to have abandoned that idea. I really liked the idea. Not because we could dye them or anything. Just because it would be different. Pomeranian? No. No, thank you. White Chihuahua. My parents really like Yorkies. They really, really like Yorkies. I'm pretty chill with whatever. I'm just gonna ignore this. Oh. How you doing, farm? By the way, your mom going through the discography of Minecraft streamers. The actual bottom of the cesspool that is streamers. I guess just content creators in general. Does your mom play Minecraft? I like to build brown bricks. I didn't know they could do that. In Minecraft. Oh. Thought those were hot. Okay, you're right. Anywhere, anything in the IRL or just chatting tab is the bottom of the barrel. However, right above that, Minecraft. It's not far above. It's not, it's not far. Teaching my mom to play video games sounds funny. I might do that. I mean, maybe she'd like them. IRL chat isn't always bad, and neither is Minecraft. Okay, this isn't what I wanted. I was taking around Korea and Japan on IRL. I mean this wholeheartedly. The moment, the exact pinpoint moment that Twitch started to go downhill was when they added both the IRL and just chatting tabs as official categories. That isn't to say that everything on those tabs is bad. There are plenty of good things on those tabs. However, bad outweighs the good. I think the exact moment that Twitch started to go downhill is when those tabs were added. And I think that removing IRL, you can leave just chatting, but removing IRL would do Twitch so much good. I thought that I could get into that way from down here, but it seems like I'm wrong. It seems like I got in there some way else. How you doing, Topaz? A few days ago, I saw a streamer with their stream titled "Ho Pussy Out, Come Join." The thumbnail had her legs spread, coochie facing the cam. Yeah. 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 is the ladder that goes all the way down. No! Sometimes you just gotta. Great now? Good! What have you been up to, Topaz? Oh, and you rolled a 6. Good job. Hell yeah. A few days ago, I read that. Me when Twitch puts IRL streams on my front page. I think that the internet and honestly the world would only be better if the IRL tab was removed. People would still cause problems, but like they would just do it in different categories. But at least there wouldn't be an exact display of Twitch supporting it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you really like the word coochie. A while ago, my sister and niece came over, and this is like a long time ago at this point, and they were asking me questions about the bidet because, like, American, red state, so on and so forth, you get the idea. And I tried to, like, explain the settings on it, because there's a setting for both butthole and vagina, right? But for some reason, I didn't want to say the word vagina. I obviously didn't want to say the word pussy. So in turn, the word that came to mind was coochie. So I said, and you put it on the coochie setting, and like, it wasn't like a bad word, but like, you know, my niece is like 16 or something. Like, you know, vagina would have been the right word. I just couldn't think of the right word. Made it sound like she's 5. I mean, it feels like she is some days, but like, 'cause I'm just when I imagine her, she's 8. But she is like, I think she just turned 17, so like, no. Man! It wasn't because I was explaining the female body, alright? Don't make this into a straight men can't find the clitoris thing. It had nothing to do with that. I can't, but it had nothing to do with that. It was the fact that I was talking to my family, so I had to censor myself. So I was going through the words in my head that could mean vagina, and for some reason it skipped over the word vagina, and instead went to coochie. Because I was censoring myself in that moment, but I couldn't find the right word that was appropriate for the moment. I could have said cooter. You know, like, there was other options. Cooter does sound worse. It's because of the hard R. It's what it is. It's the hard R. It's cooter. You know, like it sounds much worse. Okay, I'm gonna stop dying here now. Damn. Okay. You're bad, bull. I missed. Have I ever gone this way? I don't know if I have. Well. Well, gee golly. Now, what's the point of down here? No DLC today. The DLC broke the crowd control, but it'll probably be fixed next time. But we aren't doing the DLC until, we aren't doing the DLC until we reach it, I guess. I need to be level 152 before we do it, as that was the level that I ended our first playthrough with. I'm currently level 100 and, 100, what did I just say? 119? 123. I'm currently a level 123. So I need to be about... I thought I seen a ladder earlier. So I need to be, what? 29 levels more, I think? DLC dropped. DLC is out. Yes. Just realized that that was the ladder that wasn't kicked down. Cool. I did not mean to do that. I get paid tomorrow. My finances are in a very bad spot. I have spent much too much money. Much too much money. Then had to buy this DLC. Read my song about someone putting in a cooter or whatever the fuck you said. I read it. I just didn't store it nor thought I needed to read it out loud. But I'll read it out loud again if you post it again. Somebody come get her. She pooted through her cooter. I can't not read that with like a slight southern inflection. You know what I mean? Where? Where am I positionally? That was rough. Hi, Gwen. How are you? Ooh. I didn't talk about my Valorant addiction at all. You guys were talking about, before I started the stream, you're like, stop playing Valorant when you're supposed to be streaming. First off, was not playing Valorant before I streamed, okay? I've only played Valorant on my days off or after stream when I do basically only practices. Okay, I have like a full-on, he's calling me out, I have a full-on, I got distracted by a birthday. I got a full-on to-do list. I have a full-on to-do list on my phone that I go through every day of practicing. It's not that long because I don't want to spend too long doing it. But I have a full-on list that I do every day to practice, right? So, like, I do that after stream. I don't do that on stream days where I'm gonna, like, be late to stream or something. I do that specifically after streams, right? Right? So I got a to-do list, and I've been doing that, and I have been getting better. I can tell that I'm getting better. I don't even need to tell you. I can show you. I can show you that I'm getting better. I can show you directly. I'm making I'm not opening Valorant. I'm opening a Valorant tracker. I'm trying so hard to get good at Valorant. I want to be good at it. And like you can see over here, why doesn't that work when I do it off screen? There we go. Also, my camera shook apparently. Hello? Okay. You can see here that I have lost more than I've won this season, and I am Bronze 3, which is the second lowest tier. It goes from Iron 1, Iron 2, Iron 3, and then Bronze 1, Bronze 2, Bronze 3, and then it goes up from there, right? So I'm the highest of the second lowest rank, right? So I'm very low, right? But I have been getting better. So I played a bunch of games with Astra. Highly recommend that y'all Google Astra. Love that character's appearance, not just because she has a big butt, but also because aesthetically, she's fucking awesome. But I played a lot of ISO before that. And ISO was a very fun character to play. He's very hyper-aggressive. And you can see that I've done the best as ISO. You see that. Like, I have almost 50% win rate, right? And I played ISO when I was worse at the game than I am now, and I'm about to show you that. I've swapped over to Clove, the very first non-binary character in the game. Love her. Them. Sorry. I fucked it up right after talking about she's not binary. It's so funny. I play Clove. First non-binary character in the game. Love them so much. I love them so much. They're so much fun. They're like a unique blend between these two characters, right? And they're the first non-binary character, so me starting playing them during June, fantastic timing, right? All the same, you can see here these little markers. You see these markers? This is like overall performance. I got a bronze there and a silver there, but if I were to go down like days ago, like if I were to go down far, you can see that a lot of these are on the lower end. See all of these are on the lower end. I got a couple golds here, a silver, but like as I'm going, like I'm very much getting, I didn't say he, we're very much getting to the upper end of, I'm getting better. Like I'm getting more consistent with how I'm playing. Like I got a couple bad ones here, but I'm getting a lot more consistent. Plus, you can kind of see that, like, even though this is a defeat, this one was bad. But even though this one is a defeat, I didn't play that bad. Like, I'm still up there. These two, I was bad. This one, I dropped 22 kills. With, like, I'm getting better. I'm getting to a point where, like, as I'm playing the game, I can very much tell that, like, I'm playing better than I was. So it's like, I am getting better. It's just, like, it takes a lot of time. This game takes a lot of time and practice to get there. So that's why I've been playing so much Valorant off stream. Because, like, I can physically feel myself being better at the game than I was before. Like, I can tell as I'm playing the game that I'm playing better and differently than I did before. So in turn, I've been playing a lot of the game because I want to be good at this game so bad. I've never been, at any point in my life, I've been playing shooting games since forever. Like, since I was, like, 9. Like, I've been playing shooting games. I've never been as bad as I am in any of those games as bad as I am with Valorant. I am so bad at Valorant, and it hurts. I want to be good so bad in the same way as Elden Ring. Like, it's very much like a thing, because I wanted to say it earlier, but we like headed directly into the Nintendo Direct. Like, it's the same vibe of Elden Ring where, like, I like it because it's a challenge, right? So I just want to be good at it so bad. Anyways, rant over. Head covering, maybe I'll share some of the Valorant stuff down the line. But, like, I know that most people don't want to watch that, so that is very much not my main content. Head covering made from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem. Oh my god. Resembling a long-tongued demon, it holds trace amounts of vexatious dexterity. What the fuck does that mean? Vexatious dexterity. Does it raise my dex? It does. It raises my dexterity by 2. And then the imp head corpse raises my faith. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So, like, is that tube that I was on exit into this room? My souls are right down there. Is that where it exited onto? Yes. I think this is the tube that I left from. Okay. Also, Quack, I found a VTuber on YouTube Shorts. They're pretty big. They're a partner. I don't know, like, how big into partner, but they are a partner. But I found, I believe I manifested this. But I found a VTuber on YouTube Shorts that they are a bird VTuber. They are a like bird person, right? But I looked at them. Kid Icarus. Yeah, they're like, you know how there's like cat girls? They're like a bird girl kind of. I looked at them, and I'll find them real quick. I looked at them, and they looked like Kid Icarus. Like it was very like echoing of the Kid Icarus design. How do I get to my history on... Here it is. Hang on. Find it real quick. Real quick, I'll find it. Real quick. Real quick, I'll find it. I'll find it real quick. I'll get there. Can I not just look at the shorts directly? Can I not... Why do I have to scroll through the shorts? Okay, here we go. Old man figures out technology. I'll get it. Hang on, I'm getting there. Here it is. Their name was, here, I'll write it in chat. Their name was Autiru. I think the shout out is still active, actually. Here, we'll do this. Nope. Didn't work. Did I spell it wrong? Autiru. Is that not their Twitch name? Oh, it's just R2. Or it's just this. Maybe? No. That's fine. Yeah, I found them. It says that they said that they're like half bird, half person or something like that. But they very much look like Pit. Yeah, they very much look like Pit. Very, very much. Oh, I know them? They're like a 3D VTuber. It just popped up on my feed, on my shorts. That's how But we've been talking about Kid Icarus because Sakurai, creator of Kid Icarus and many other things, including Smash Brothers, recently stopped making YouTube videos. Fuck! He recently stopped making YouTube videos. So in turn, it's suspected that he's probably working on something. You called him that? No, I said that it was echoing of Kid Icarus design. I said that they look like Kid Icarus. I didn't say Pit specifically, right? Now, was I? Yes, but point stands that you put in the fact that I was referencing Pit specifically, but I could have been referencing anybody in the Kid Icarus games by just saying that they were echoing of that design. Now, was I attempting to reference Pit specifically? Yes. Does that matter to what I'm saying currently right now? No. Okay? Kill me, Lobster Man. Kill me. I deserve death. Thank you. I don't know. I don't play that fucking game. But yeah, I found them on YouTube Shorts, and I don't know, their design's cool. I really like the I would never do it myself. I'm flesh, but I really like the variety of VTubing and the diversity that exists within VTubing in different styles and designs, both 3D and 2D. But I'm not a VTuber. I have no desire to hide my face. It still does bother me how exclusionary is the word? Is that the word? Exclusionary. Yeah. How exclusionary the VTubing community is, though, of FleshTubers. I wish that VTubers would, frankly, stop even using the term VTuber and just call themselves streamers. I feel as though a lot of... I feel as though people use the term VTuber to exclude all other streamers, when in reality, we're all doing the same thing. We're just presenting ourselves differently. But we're all doing the same thing. Like, just using the term VTuber, nothing's wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of what's the word? Exaggerating. I'm kind of exaggerating, right? Oops! Kind of exaggerating there, right? But like, people, VTubers use it to exclude other streamers from things, and I don't think that that's positive. Because, like, when VTubing started, it very much was like a... In a way, it was like a minority amongst this community, amongst the streaming community. It was a niche. That's probably the better way to say it. It was a niche. Being a VTuber was a niche in like, content creation. It's not anymore. It's not at all anymore. It is not a niche. There are so many VTubers, maybe even more than flesh tubers at this point. There is so many. So many, that it is no longer a little niche thing that you're doing. So in turn, excluding people from things that you're running is just kind of like limiting yourself who you can include in things. I don't like it. I'm mostly saying that as myself, as like a selfish person, because like I want to be... I like, you guys can like very clearly see, it's so rare that I get invited to things, you know? The last time that I was invited to something was probably Pummel Party with Chunk, like 3 years ago. He invited me again recently. Outside of that, and looking at like a grander scale of like something that is a curated thing, was probably Zombies podcast, which was also almost a year ago. Before that, it was multiple years on joysticks and mouse clicks. Like, it's... I get invited to things so rarely. Like, I like to be invited to things and included in things and to be able to help out with stuff. Like, I want to be able to do that, right? But it's just like, it's so rare. So in turn, by like taking the VTubing and making all of your things VTuber specific, immediately you remove the access for anybody that is flesh, regardless of their opinion of you or your opinion of them. Like, it's, I don't know, I just, I don't know. It always hurts a little bit. It always hurts a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna front it. It always hurts a little bit when I see a friend doing something and they're like, VTuber event. It's like, okay. So because instead of paying for digital clothing, I pay for real clothing, I'm not allowed to be on your stream. You know, like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, because in reality, that is the only difference between a VTuber and a streamer. The only difference is I pay for things in my background and you pay for cat ears. And look at that! I paid for cat ears too. You know, it's like, you pay for digital background, I pay for physical background. Like, that is the only difference. That is it. So it's like, to exclude everybody else, I don't know, it always just felt gross to me. But like, hey, you know, run your content your way, but like, if you run it that way, I'm going to feel bad when I can't, when you've removed the possibility of me participating. You know what I mean? Not sure what I came into, but hashtag end the divide. I agree. I don't know. It just always feels bad, and that's why I corrected you on your Twitter, Ray, a couple days ago, where I was like, "Wow, only VTubers." That's why I did that. It's always half joking because I love you, but it's like, it always hurts when the flesh tubers get excluded from VTuber related things, or vice versa. You know, it always feels gross. It always feels bad. I like to be included. Only fleshies. I wish we just called it. Yeah, it plays again because the intro we did. This is a new VOD recording. Fucking where's my words? I wish we just used the word streamers or content creators. Creators. That's what we should use. We should just say creators. That's the term that we should all use. Just creators. Immediately, that includes every single person that does art. That includes every single person that is VTuber, Flash, PNG, whatever. That includes anybody that is choosing to stream or choosing to do YouTube. Just using the word creator. Completely remove content. Just say creator. Immediately, you just included everybody that is doing the same career that you are. Vaguely. You know, that's what we should do. Oops. Okay, so the thing is, I think I need to be over there, not down here now. So I'm gonna just jump off. There's a specific path that I need to take, but I don't know it. I've been trying to find it this whole time. For the last hour, I've been trying to find it. This is the subterranean shunning grounds, right? This is the underground roadside. Oh. Where's the subterranean shunning grounds? Is that not what this is? Yeah, that's what this is. I could have swore. Okay. So that is what this is. This is the subterranean shunning grounds. I like that I can open a map, but it's the greater map of Elden Ring, like the one that you're seeing right now, so it doesn't actually help me. Okay. I don't know. I'll keep looking around. I know I need to be in here for something, but I don't know specifically where. I don't remember. I feel like reaction content, like reacting to other content creator videos, is the most bottom barrel ass poo-poo content, and they should not be called creator. I don't agree that they shouldn't be called creator. I do agree that it is the most lazy of content creation. So anyways, I'm gonna watch this video that Quack sent.
Uh-oh, you found the toothpaste? Let's get one thing clear. I can brush my teeth all by myself, okay?
Is this a game? Is that a game? Whoops! Look at me doxing DMs. Let's go ahead and go look and see what I doxed just then. I don't think it's anything big. Yeah, nah, it's not. We're good. Okay. Wow, it was nothing that was a big deal. It's fine. Oops, there's my social security number. Oopsie, oopsie poopsie. Play this game on Steam. That looks really good. Where do you go? Australians are the funniest pieces of shit. You can always get a new one. You can? You can? You can get a... I didn't know that. Interesting. Interesting. I don't want one. I like mine. It's easy to remember, which means it's easy to steal. What is it? 421358889. Oh, sorry, 88889. There you go. There it is. That was a reference to the hit show Game Changer on Dropout.tv. Sorry, I wanted to... No. Okay, back to what I was saying. I do believe... I do agree with you that reaction content is, like, bottom barrel. Like, that's as lazy as you can be content creation-wise. I, however, do still think that IRL is worse. Not necessarily on the this is lazy side, but on the this should not exist. Like, I think that reaction content has its uses. Like, there are people that legitimately blow up popularity-wise, virality-wise, because of reaction content. If they are properly credited in some way or form, right? So reaction content, like, these fucking rats, always. Reaction content does have, like, positive. IRL does not. IRL is bad. The negatives far outweigh the positives. It's not even close. There are some IRL content where it's like, I'm gonna go to Japan and have a little vacation. And, like, that's cute. That's cool. That's fine. For every single one of those streams, there is 3 streams of a kid stealing fries off of a lady's plate. Or making a ruckus outside, or a woman almost drowning. That happened recently, because she was goaded on by a streamer to swim, even though she did not swim, and was drunk and mentally unstable. Like, there is that... For every example of a good IRL streamer that is cute and fun and quirky, there is 3 examples of a bad thing happening because of or during a IRL stream. IRL streaming should not exist. Hey, buddy? There's an item here, which means I haven't been here. There you go. Come on in. Going into museums in different countries through Twitch is still top 5 internet experiences for me. That's cool. Museums are bad. That is cool. I haven't been here. This is new. New content, new content. Boink. I'm gonna die. Yeah, there are some Ghibli, some museums. I was goofing. I was goofing. That was a goof. Simply a little ruckus caused, a little chaos, if you will. I don't hate museums. I have never had a good time at a museum. Like, I don't... The only museum that I remotely liked was, the Gettysburg. That was pretty cool. Because, like, you could, like, walk out onto the battlefield of Gettysburg and see things like that. Like, I thought that that was pretty cool. But overall, never have had a great time at a museum. I'm more, although I do like fantasy games and stuff like that, I'm more focused on the future than I am the past. I think that we should learn from the past, but, like, I'm much more future oriented. And in turn, I like sci-fi a lot. But I also like fantasy. I'm just a nerd. Okay, now we're where we needed to be. It took an hour and 16 minutes, but I found the right way. The Aerospace Museum in DC, it was pretty alright. It was pretty alright. The aerospace section of the Smithsonian, rather, I think is what the museum's called. It was alright. Here's a prediction for no particular reason. No particular reason at all. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna be small for this first one. Hello, Moog. This is, as I've mentioned multiple times, one of America's children. One of America and Godfrey's children, specifically. Because I have this shackle, which I'll read in a moment, I'm able to do this. Oh, can't happen anymore. Wore off. Can only do it twice, I guess. I thought I could do it 3 times. I'm gonna try it again. Nope, only twice. Okay. This is one of America's kids. And when he reaches up into the sky like this and goes into a portal and pulls out this blood, this is the effects of another one of the outer gods. He is reaching into the, basically into the body of the formless mother, whose blood boils and is aflame. And it's called Blood Flame. One! Where'd you get that shackle from? Did you steal it? It was in these sewers, like 3 floors up, where the lobsters were. I'm gonna do this boss with this equipment, but after this, I'm gonna respec and see if we can use the Moonlight Greatsword. Ronnie's. Fuck! 2! I forgot I was gonna read the shackle. Is it shackle? Shackle? Is it shackle? Shackle? Fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen, and these ones were made to keep a particular omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retain a vestige of power, enough to trap the once bound Moog on Earth, if only for a short time. More on that later, maybe. Damn it. 3! I thought that he had to have been close to being, visceral, stunned, but I took the risk, but I guess he has extremely high poise, which makes it so that he's very resistant to being knocked down. Reaches into your uterus to obtain blood for battle. We'll talk more about the Formless Mother later. Thought that spider was crawling on me. I felt an itch. It caused me to die. 4! Good night, Form. I love you. Mwah! I'm pretty sure it died, but I don't see the corpse. So. And like I mashed the shit out of it with the tripod. It was still moving though, and it got sprayed with the poison. So like it's most likely dead somewhere, but you know, we won't count that one. So this one will be 4. Dry heaving because you felt your leg itch? Alright. There it is. I can't believe I was low enough to avoid that first attack. This isn't gonna work again, right? You can see the blood meter slowly raises when I get hit by that. Fire itself causes bleeding. I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, I'm alive. And I'm out of juice. Fuck. 4! Your anxiety and fear doesn't make you dry heave. You're living a lavish life, and I can't relate. Yeah, it does not. It does not. Damn it. Homie slowly walked away from me, and it was my biggest weakness. Okay. Five! Fuck! Hey, Chompers, how you doing? 8! Yeah, why is it when people shotgun drinks that they crack the top open as they stab it in the bottom? Is it like a pressure thing? What? Have y'all not heard of shotgunning? Ever. Shotgunning is when, usually with like a beer can. Doesn't have to be, but usually. You, basically pop a hole in the bottom of the can. 9. You crack a hole in the bottom of the can around here, and then sideways, you open the top and you chug it. That's what shotgunning is. I never knew why they cracked the top when they started doing it. That's like a yeehaw thing. It's an alcoholic thing, not necessarily a yeehaw thing, but like, you know, it's just like it's a college thing. It's just a drinking thing. It's like a little drinking game, you know. Like for Australians, they got like the shoey and shit. It's like that, you know. It's just another way that people drink. In a fun way. Make it more entertaining than just sipping. You're a kid. Okay. That was 10. Yeah, you've lost Goon. Goon rights have been revoked because of Zoomers.
Zoomer stole it. Zoomer stole it. Now gooning is masturbation. Eleven. You know, Edward 40 Hands is where you tape ears to your hands. Shotgunning in the cup game, I forget the name. Is it called? Yeah, it's called Flip Cup. It's beer pong. Beer pong. Beer pong's, yeah, beer pong. I don't know what Flip Cup is. Yeah, beer pong. King's Cup? Different, but similar. I think King's Cup is where you stack it into a pyramid? I don't know, I could be wrong. For someone who doesn't drink, I know a lot about drinking games. Okay. Well. And then there's butt chugging. There's yeah, that's it. That's the only one you need. Butt chug stuff. I don't know when VOD unpaused, but it did at one point. It definitely was meant to be paused still. Well, during the VTuber rant? No, I don't know. I don't know when it was. I mean, like, I paused it during this boss fight. Apparently, it got unpaused at some point. At least that's what I think happened. I tell you. You see nothing, VOD watchers. Nothing! Okay, maybe you saw something because the VOD isn't pausing right now. It's not pausing. This is attempt 18. I hate this move specifically because it, like, basically makes me have to wait for him to finish and get out of the way. And I hate waiting for people to finish. That's why I always finish first. Fuck! 18! Hi, VOD watchers. We respec so that I can use the Darkmoon Greysword. I wanted to do that before, but I forgot. And we got to a good stopping point during the boss. We're at 20 attempts right now. Next one would be 21. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to switch over to this armament, to this this different sword. It does do ice frost buildup. However, you can see that it does 55. And if I were to go to a different weapon that does frost, I gotta find one. Like this one that had frost on it. This does 93. And that didn't even naturally have it on it. So it's like, not only... It's doing significantly less frost damage than something like a curved sword would do, because they attack faster. In turn, they add the frost faster. This is 65, like even this is more. But like it not only am I attacking slow because I'm using greatsword, so it's doing significantly less over time. Because fast weapons apply these status effects faster. But also it's... That's cool, this does madness. But also it's not that much frost buildup, so I'm willing to do it. Also, it makes sense thematically for me to be using these two swords together. I will not explain why. But to equip this sword, I was able to level up my intelligence up to 38. I had to lose a few levels in Vigor and Arcane, as well as 1 in Faith. We're going to get that back up to 10 ASAP. But yeah. So I'm gonna look at the spells and figure out which spell which spells work for me. I don't want anything that's like Pebble, or Magic Missile, you know, I just want like buffs, maybe. In the Zelda game, in the recently announced Zelda game.
That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
We're taking a detour, by the way, VOD watchers, because I'm upgrading this. In the recent Nintendo Direct, they revealed a Zelda game. That's not Astral Tri, that's just Tri. Astral Tri is Astral Softy. So they revealed a Zelda game where instead of fighting with like a weapon, like she does in Hyrule Warriors, she fights with a rapier and does like some like magic behind her and stuff like that. Kind of like a faith-based magic build, like a combat cleric kind of thing. In Hyrule Warriors, and then in the other Hyrule Warriors, whoa, spoiler, she like summons things to like, she throws a box at people and stuff like that, right? So like in the other games where they show Zelda fighting, she is, what's a lucidity? In the other Zelda games, where you play as Zelda, she is like a combatant. But in this most recent Zelda announcement, instead of doing combat herself, instead of fighting herself, she basically summons other creatures to fight for her. Which, like, isn't horrible. Like, it's not the end of the world that she does that. She's still fighting, but it's definitely not the same level of being in the fight. Doesn't make sense for Zelda to be a fighter like that, IMO. Depends on the Zelda, because a Twilight Princess Zelda fighting like that is very different from a, in fact, I disagree with you, Quack. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, she has a sword, she does fight. In The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, she shoots a bow. In every single Legend of Zelda, basically, except for maybe a Link to the Past line, because we haven't played those, she does use a bow. She does all of that. In Wind Waker, she is literally a pirate who then later shoots a bow and becomes a damsel in distress. But she does fight. Like, so, like, do you know that Zelda doesn't get a bow in the new game? No, I'm not saying that I said that I'm basing this off of what we know so far. But what we know so far, what they showed, is specifically her not fighting and instead summoning people to fight for her. That is what they showed. They specifically showed a Zelda who does not fight and instead summons people to fight for her. I wonder what kind of range this spell has. That was the wrong button. And because of it, I died. Yeah, and then in Ocarina of Time, she's Sheik. So it's like, in just about every Zelda property, except for the Link to the Past ones, because I haven't played those, I don't know. She fights. In Ocarina of Time, she never fights. That's not true. She fought with a bow at the end of the game. Poorly? So? That's not the argument. The argument isn't how good she is at fighting. Alright. This spell definitely has some good comedic moments coming up. You're using magic? Yeah, I know. I'm swapping things up. I'm only using, you must have missed when I did it. I'm only using spells that buff me. The only exception is this pull spell, because I think it's fun. So I have that spell that you just seen. I have Thop's Barrier, which specifically parries magic. I have Lucidity, which I don't remember what it does. I'll look, hang on. Where do I look? Here, I guess. Alleviates buildup of sleep and madness, so it gets rid of status effects. And then I have Unseen Form that just makes me invisible. But yeah, in every Zelda game, she fights. Except for maybe the line that this story is told in, the A Link to the Past line. But I don't know, it just feels weird to me to, like... I don't know, maybe it's just me. But, like, it feels weird to me for them to be... For Nintendo to very rarely make the decision to have you play as a woman. Than to be like, she can't fight though. Other people have to fight for her. You know? And I know that's not true for Peach Showtime, the game that just came out. Like, that very much is the exact opposite. Where Peach is fighting. I know that. But, like, they have a very strong trend of releasing a game where you play as a woman and the woman does not fight. The woman cannot fight. So, and the only exception to this is Peach Showtime, and where it's only a woman, rather, because there are games where you can co-op as Peach. I guess those would count as exceptions, but like where you kind of do the same shit that Mario does and stuff. But like, I would say that Peach Showtime is the big exception, and then games made by not Nintendo, because both of the Hyrule Warriors are by Koei Tecmo. I'm gonna reserve judgment for when the game releases. That's fair. I don't know. I just my point of what I'm saying is, like, I'm excited to play that game because it's a Zelda game, right? I'm excited to learn more Zelda lore and stuff like that. I'm excited for there to be another installment in one of my favorite franchises, right? But the gameplay that they showed for the Zelda game did not look attractive to me. Did not look attractive. And that's really what I wanted to say off of dudes. What did you think of the Zelda game that I think this all started? Is that what they showed didn't look attractive. Didn't look unattractive. I didn't hate what they showed, but I didn't quite like it either. My earbud just died. I'm just happy to see woman. Woman. Well, you didn't see woman. You seen girl. That's a child. Earbud dead. Yeah, it's weird. Or is it? I thought all the, I mean, I haven't played the games. I know, like, if that's a Link to the Past, like I think it is, granted, Link has, like, pink hair in a Link to the Past, so I don't know. But if that's a Link to the Past, then yeah. Because Link is a kid in Awakening, I know that. So it's like, if that's a Link to the Past, yeah, then that's a kid. But it does seem like it is a alternate universe kind of thing, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait until Nintendo officially says where it lands. If it releases before we get to it in the timeline, then we'll play it in timeline. Otherwise, we'll probably just wait. Thank you. I'm done nerd ranting. I lurk? No. Nah. Have a good lurk. I love you. Mwah! And also, yes, every streamer is playing Elden Ring because the DLC just came out. So everybody's playing the DLC. I, however, am not going to play the DLC until we naturally get to it. Also, I'm a level 152. When I'm level 152, we can play the DLC. Because 150 is the recommended level to even go into the DLC in the first place. Whether or not I'll be doing New Game Plus 4 or not, I probably won't be in the DLC. I'll probably lower it back down to just New Game. But... yeah. Crystal knife. A knife made by sharpening hard crystal, signature weapon of glintstone miners, used as a tool to extract glintstone from broken rock, and as such, a feint magic unwreaths the blade. Enwreaths the blade. Chad, what do you put on a hot dog? Tomato sauce? Okay. Ketchup, mustard, cheese bun. Ketchup, mustard? What kind of mustard? Ketchup, mustard, cheese, if any. You guys eat much more simple hot dogs than me. Regular mustard? Okay. Just notice this. Go all the way? Yeah. Imagine if I hit the boss. I do tomato, a cut tomato sliced, onion, lettuce. Well, I guess that's last. I guess it would be tomato, onion, pickle, fucking, onion, and then, relish, ketchup, honey mustard, celery salt, lettuce. Tomato on a hot dog is a thing? Mm-hmm. That's my hot dog. Tomato, onion, pickle, relish, honey mustard, ketchup, celery salt. Oh my god. Lettuce. Nice tomato, avocado, mayo, tomato sauce. Mayo? What are you, from Melbourne? Did I say mayo? Avocado, what are you, from Melbourne? That's what I meant to say. For those of you not in the know, I was calling dumpling a hipster. Yeah, that's what I do with my hot dogs. Celery salt is mwah. Yam. Long time no see. Did I go backwards just then? Yes. Yes, I did. Hope you've been well. What have you been up to? Didn't know this guy was here. Lord. God damn, I'm a pincushion. Holy shit. Is there another guy shooting at me? No. Holy shit. Trying to find a job now that college is over. That's a Destiny 2 as well. How do you feel about the new and I think final expansion? I think this is the last one. Am I wrong? No, I don't know what just happened. There we go. The end of like the big story arc. Gotcha. Doing a few more expansions, at least in 2025. Gotcha. It's pretty good. I'm liking it a lot. Good. I'm glad. Got the digger staff. And the Shatter Earth. I guess off stream I should look up spells and see if there's any that I like and want. Now that I'm exploring this avenue of unexplored techniques. What are they mining for? Smithing stones in glintstone. Primarily glintstone, probably, because it is a this is a Carian Raya area. So probably smithing stones mainly. Or sorry, probably glintstone mainly. Okay. Missed. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. Detour over. Apparently they found wine that didn't rot inside of a Roman tomb because it was sealed so well. It was still a liquid, however, it had human remains in it. I'd still drink it. Gotta know. I need to know. I think Forsaken Depths is where I need to go. Oh shit, this isn't what I'm doing. I need to go back to Hugh. Oh. Now I can buy these. I'm gonna buy 12. And I already have 19. I don't know. Okay.
Well, I took you no matter it's lay out your arms.
Okay. I can get it pretty far. Wow. I got it up to 18 out of 20. Jeez. I wonder, I doubt it, but I wonder if I can equip Ashes of War to staves? Oh, I can't. Oh, only the one. Better than nothing. Can't change the type of stuff it is, though. Better than nothing. If something's gonna be on there, might as well put some, you know? Okay. So now, my spells have 199 bonus on top of what they already do. So if I ever get more buffs, I can go down that route. But for now, we only have the few that we have. I'll look around on the interwebs to see if there's any other that I want. Because we're skipping through a lot of the game simply because I'm not doing all the caves and shit. So, anyways, this is attempt 21. Okay. New weapon, new me. Fuck! 20... Actually, that was 21. The last one was 21! Two. 23. Well. This is 27. Fuck! That was 27. God, is this attempt 28, I think? At least that attack is an opportunity to heal. Oh, I just got lucky. Press the wrong button. Fuck. 28. This is 31. That was 31. This is 38. I'm gonna get hit by the third. That, yeah. Whew. Well. Dead. 38. VOD watches, you seen nothing. You might think you see something right now. You might wonder if you see something, but you don't see nothing. Is this the run? Probably not. This is 46, I think. Choosing to not be greedy, like I have in the past. Yes! 46! Woo! That took a lot longer than I thought it would. But I got 240,000 souls from that. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. So, here's the thing, chat. And I'm gonna verify something. I'm gonna confirm something real quick before I say this. I'm gonna make sure that I'm correct here. Before I say what I say. VOD watchers, you don't see nothing. I'm gonna reboot my stream deck real quick. This is like, I don't know, the 4th or something time that I've tried. Oh, it didn't pause the VOD. I guess you guys get to watch this. Now it's crashing. What the fuck? Oh my god. I wanted to make sure that someone else thought the things that I thought. So that was Moog. Moog, we know, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler for something that we haven't seen, but we have seen it. Moog is kind of, it's weird. Moog is as we've addressed throughout the game, Moog is one of Marika's children, right? We've addressed that. He is actually a twin. We just haven't met his other twin quite yet. He's the only one of the step demigod, or of the demigod children in general, that we haven't seen anything of. Him and Miquella. We've heard a lot of Miquella, but we haven't really seen anything of Miquella. The other one, we don't even know his name, right? So, Moog is the son of Marika. Now, Moog is an omen. That means a few select things. One, as we know, as we've addressed throughout the lore so far, the omen used to be praised and appreciated by all people. They were a thing that was seen as good. Just in general. It was like, if you are a kid born with horns or wings, mainly horns, or a tail, if you are a child born that way, you are viewed as closer to the Crucible, the original spawn of life, and in turn, you are viewed as closer to God in a way. Not necessarily God, it gets complicated regardless. You are viewed as being closer to God. Moog was a noble child, a demigod, born by Marika. Marika, and the Golden Order, and the Greater Will, are the people who put in place that children born with horns are no longer holy. Any symbolism of the Crucible is viewed as bad. Any relation to horns and stuff similar to it is viewed as sin and bad, and that they shouldn't exist. That is what Marika in the Golden Order put in place. In turn, it caused a holy war, really, but not really, because it's not against another nation, but rather a holocaust, really, of Omen people, where these people, a borderline genocide, people would go around and cut off these Omen's horns. We've seen this through the Omen killers and their perfumers helping them, where the perfumers used to help out the Omen and heal them and act as a doctor back in the day. Now they have morphed and changed into cutting off these Omen's horns. So the Omen are viewed as bad. They're viewed as sin. We passed by many of these Omen walking into here. Because Omen born by nobles were put into these sewers. Not killed, but locked away. Not exiled, but locked away. Nearby their home, but out of sight and out of mind. Moog and his twin were both born as Omen. We've actually met one of these Omen that are similar to Moog in the form of Margit. We've seen Margit around. We fought him. He was the first big boss that we fought in Stormvale. And he did the same thing that Moog just did, where Margit was sitting in a field and summoned himself and fought us in a illusory form. He did that same exact thing. So the Omen, or at least Margit, have the ability to do this, where instead of fighting in person, through magic, they basically summon a copy of themselves in a different location to fight or protect locations. Now, Then that brings up the question of why was Moog here in the Cathedral of the Forsaken? There's three populations. There's three possibilities. Number one is that we know that Moog follows a different outer god. Moog does not follow the greater will. Moog follows the outer god known as the Formless Mother. She is basically blood. She is blood fire. When he is doing his magic where he was reaching up into the sky and flinging stuff or slicing the air, that is him using the Formless Mother's blood. Him reaching into the sky is literally reaching into the Formless Mother herself and shooting out the blood. That is what that is. We don't know what the mother looks like. We don't know, but she's called the Formless Mother. So in turn, theory-wise, she's probably like a mass of blood. She's not like a humanoid form, right? Like if we were theory crafting of what she looks like, obviously we don't know, but she's probably just a mass of blood, like a giant blood slime kind of thing. She's not actually like a humanoid woman. Anyways, so he reaches up into the sky, grabs some blood, and flings it out. That's the Formless Mother at work. In fact, out of every single outer god in this story, the Formless Mother is the most present because of that spell and other spell casting in relation to her. Because while we do see instances of the God of Fury, like the tower with the giant Eye of Sauron that was raining down fury and madness at people, that isn't actually the God of Fury. You know what I mean? We don't actually ever get to see what the God of Fury even somewhat looks like. We don't get to see what the greater will looks like. We get to talk to him through the two fingers, but like we don't get any idea of like what the greater will actually is in outer space, right? The Formless Mother, on the other hand, because he reaches up and grabs the blood and shoots it out, we kind of get an idea of what she is. So possibility number one of why Moog was here, this is a cathedral. It's possible that this is the first place that Moog contacted this god. We know that he lived down here because he is Marika's child and is an omen. So he lived down here. Both him and his twin brother lived down here in these sewers. We know that. That is fact. So perhaps in this location, this is the first place that Moog contacted the Formless Mother, and in turn, this is a place that he loves. In turn, this is a place that he wants to protect, because this is somewhere that he holds dear. That's possibility number one. Possibility number two is that this actually wasn't Moog summoning himself, but instead was his twin brother that we haven't met summoning him and putting him in this place. An illusion of his brother taking his form in a way. That's possibility number two. And we'll talk about why that is a strong possibility in a second here. Possibility number three is that and another backup for that possibility is that he never speaks. He doesn't speak during this fight. He never says any words. All he does is grunt. So, like, in turn, that is another, that's another, like, piece of evidence of that not actually being Moog. Because we have evidence of Moog being able to speak. There are, he's like one of the very few quoted characters in this game. We have items that say things that he's said in the past. So in turn, him not speaking here is a what's the word? A clue, I guess, to that not actually being Moog and instead his brother taking his form or summoning his form. Option number three is that was Moog and he was summoned himself here to do the same task that his brother would do the same thing, right? Wait. Sorry, that confused me. Option number three is that actually was Moog summoning a copy of himself to do the same task that his brother would have been summoning him for. Does that make sense? So rather than his brother summoning him here to do what his brother wants him to do. It's simply, Mohg is here. He summoned himself here, a copy of himself, to do the same exact thing that his brother could have wanted him to do. So, like, basically, like, to make that simplified, it's either option number 1, Mohg likes this place, and he wants to defend this place because he holds it dear to him. Or option number 2, A, Margit summoned him here. Sorry, not Margit. Confusing names because M's. His brother summoned him here to protect this place. Or Omen, or Mohg summoned him here to protect this place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and there's the reason of why his brother or Mohg would want to protect this place, I'm going to show you in a second. After I level up. I'm going to level up first. Priorities. I'm going to show you in a second. Get intelligence up to 40. So like a decoy doing exactly what his brother would expect him to do. Yeah, so it's a decoy doing either what Mohg wants to do, which happens to be the same thing that his brother would want him to do. Because there's evidence for both of them. Does that make sense? So either way, they would have been doing the same thing here. It's just who is doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a question of who, not what. The question of what is he protecting this place because it's dear to him, or is he protecting it because of what I'm about to show you? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm trying to make that make sense, okay? That I understand that that's kind of hard to put forth. It is said that when the age of the Erd Tree began, such blessings were personally bestowed upon their recipients by Queen Marika herself. Interesting. I understand that that was a complex thing to say, but I didn't want to spoil something that we're literally about to see. It would make me heavy, so I can't. Yep, it's about 10 pound different. Okay. I know I'm going a little long, by the way. Sealed by Morgott the Grace Giffen. Now we have his name. In turn, an exact example of why Mohg was there. Why was Mohg there? Well, once again, either A, Mohg wanted to defend this place because, again, it's where he met the formless mother the first time. 2, I know I said A the first time, but this makes it simple. 2, Morgott, his twin brother, was summoning Mohg here to defend this spot, or Mohg himself summoned himself here to defend this one spot. You know what I'm saying? One of those. It's either because of the formless mother, or because of this spot. On the next episode of Elden Ring, we will find Morgott, Mohg's twin brother. We will fight Morgott, Mohg's twin brother. And we will see what's behind this door. For those of you watching the VOD, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this pretty short VOD, because we spent most of the time fighting that one guy. He was a very hard fight. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I love you. Mwah!